You're listening to Polymatic.media, episode 139 for July 2026. Welcome to the Polymaticast. Hey, John.
Hello.
You tried to screw me up while you were July-October.
July-tober.
July-tober.
The 4th of July-tober.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is not the 4th, this is the 5th, but yeah.
Yeah. The 4th was yesterday. Yeah, it got rained out here. They did some fireworks in the city. I saw lots of clips of it. I didn't go. I'm staying out of the city. I had they gave us Friday off, right? So it was extra long weekend for me, which was good. But come Tuesday, I'm supposed to go in the city again. And this heat has been sort of screwing up our regional rails. And so Tuesday might be a really unfun day going in, right? It will be better then because temps will be cooler, but coming home will probably be really bad. So, I might just say, hey, I'm stay at home this week, right? And recapture my Tuesday, Wednesday back.
Is Monday a national holiday too?
No. We just don't go. We don't go into the office on Monday and Fridays.
Ah, okay.
That's their way of being nice.
They used to have to go 3 days a week.
And for employees, I'm only supposed to work 7.5 hours a day, but that's not true. I work more than that, and then I commute more than that, right? So my overall slim day is like 9 hours. And you had some commute variance in there. It could be longer, right? Depending on what's going on, or depending on when someone books a meeting at 3:30, and I'm in there at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm getting up at 4:30 here, and just it's a grind. And there's no. If I go in later, I can't get a parking spot.
We need one of those hovercraft, like the jetpacks.
No. We need teleporters.
No. Teleporters are terrifying.
Well, yeah.
Get ripped apart at the molecular level. Yay, reassembled. Are you you anymore?
Well, we're gonna. Yeah, right. You're just getting killed and reproduced. So.
Mass murder machines.
Yeah. But in the future, that's how they screen for diseases. They screen out diseases. So COVID wouldn't be a thing.
Nobody is really human anymore. Wait. Imagine that they could just add stuff to your body.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, in a world where you think all this is real. You think it's a possibility, which I doubt. I have high doubts. So anyhow, hi, how you doing? Happy 4th of July, which is not your holiday.
5th of July. Yeah.
5th of July. Yeah.
We'll make 5th of July another holiday then.
I don't know why. Since we last talked, OG became 21 years old. We hit our birthday, June 15th. So, so that was good. I watched, I told you, I know you're not a fan of Spider Noir because of Nick Cage, but I liked it. It was pretty good. I watched that. I watched Project Hail Mary on Friday, Saturday. I don't know. It's all a blur at this point because of extra days off. Pretty sure I watched it Saturday. It was good. I liked it. Rocky. Rocky. Did you get the Adrian reference?
That's isn't it his opponent in like one of the movies?
No, that's his wife's name.
Yeah, no, but I mean like in Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky, Sylvester Stallone's character Rocky, his wife's name is Adrian. That's his girlfriend.
Okay.
So when they were talking about naming Telsat E or whatever, Telsat E, and he's like, well, what's the name of your partner? It's like we'll call it Adrian, right? And that was a good reference. But I didn't. If you haven't seen the movies or you don't like live in Philly, and, where we all kind of understand the movies really well, even if people haven't seen it, it's in your blood. So you kind of know the ins and outs of references to the movie. So anyhow, Sylvester Stallone's character, he's Rocky, and his wife or girlfriend, depending on which movie you see, her name was Adrian.
Okay. Well, Adrian is a male name, so I was confused about it. So
No, yeah, no. And Talia Shire, I met her. She is the cousin of Nick Cage. Speaking of the Coppola family, and she's Talia Shire. That's the actress who played Adrian, Rocky's wife. And she's been in a lot of stuff, but she's a Coppola, so she's part of the whole Francis Ford Coppola family. And Nicolas Cage is a Coppola. He's a cousin.
It's like what is 9 degrees of Nicolas Cage.
No, it's more of Francis Ford Coppola, but that's a whole film family. So, but anyhow, I met her a long time ago, and she said, "You remind me of my son," who turns out to be Jason Schwartzman. He was in I'm that Edgar Wright movie with Michael Cera. I'm seeing.
Yeah, I can see it, especially the eyes and nose. And if you grow a beard, yes.
Yeah, but yeah. So that's her son. So she compared me to him, and he wasn't like a famous actor or anything yet at that time, but I thought that was interesting. So yeah, very interesting, film and actor family. So anyhow.
Yep. Oh, he was in Scott Pilgrim. Okay.
Scott Pilgrim. That was what I was trying to get to that I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Okay.
He was one of the ex-boyfriends.
Yeah, the exes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the films he's done, I'm not really interested in. There's that one with him and Bill Murray in something, and I wasn't into it. There's a particular director who makes Anderson something. I'm just not into his films. They're just too weird and absurd for me. So
now I kind of want to watch National Treasure again.
You just said you don't want to watch a Nick Cage anything.
Yeah. It was a fun movie. It was terrible.
I don't normally. Nick Cage is not an actor or a component of some reason to watch something, right?
It's like there's too much Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But I hear he's a good actor, but then he does just about any film because he likes to spend his money. That's what I understand.
Yeah,
he always
spends too much of his money, and then he needed to do all the movies.
He goes broke, and so he just does them all. Yeah.
Oh wow, he hasn't done a lot of movies.
Well, he did in Spider Noir. That's the most recent thing that I'm aware of.
Oh no, he did. It's just I saw like Lord of War, but he's doing a Lords of War movie.
Okay.
Oh no.
I don't know what that is.
Sounds like it's going to be terrible. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies coming out.
He has his disciples who just like everything in Nick Cage, and I'm not that person. I'm not necessarily a fanboy for him.
He has like 3 movies a year, at least.
I mean, at least he's making money in Hollywood where most people aren't.
Mm.
If Sharknado was on there, then that wouldn't surprise me.
Didn't he like buy a T-Rex skull or something?
Yeah, as I understand it, he likes to spend his money on absurd things, which is why he's always out of money. So it just keeps working.
It's a good. It's a good luxury to have. Hey.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah. I don't know what else. I I saw. Told you I saw Project Hail Mary. It was good. Um, yeah,
Was the you didn't read the book, right?
I didn't read the book. No, no, I'm not. I'm not reading books.
I'm not reading no stinking books. I'm not one for
Yeah.
book learning.
No, I don't have the patience for it. I think that's my problem. Is that I could
Mm.
never get comfortable reading books, and then I just find myself sort of running through lines and not being able to concentrate. Like I read for utility. So
Mm.
if I'm, writing a document, like I was doing documentation last week for something I built, and I'm going to read my stuff a lot, and I'm going to read things for utility purpose, but for pleasure, it's not my thing. I'd rather listen to an audiobook or something, and even then,
Do you have an internal voice?
um, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Does it read to you when you read something?
Not always.
Okay, but you do have the thing where it when you are reading something, you hear it in your own voice or whatever voice is trying to imitate.
I hear it in some kind of sense of understanding, but I don't really hear like Morgan Freeman in my brain.
Now everything is sounding like Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, it's not a good Morgan Freeman.
No, I know. Terrible
Hmm.
doing Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I have a sense of understanding about stuff, but I have the thing is, I can't get comfortable with just like reading a book and holding it up. It's the same thing with, holding my phone too long. Yeah, my hand gets tired, right? I got one of those Snap magnetic ring. It's like a pop socket, but it has magnets on it. So if there's something, metal, it will snap, to stuff. But like that helps, right? But it's still like I can't. I don't know. Like I like podcasts and I can concentrate on podcasts, but I use podcasts like I can't. It can't be a total focus for me, right? Um, and so listening to an audiobook that's going to take like 9 hours kind of just doesn't work for me. 12 hours. The same thing I have the problem with having to take computer based training things. I want to learn Python and just like, it's a 45-hour course. I'm just like, I don't have the patience for it. I don't.
There's some ADHD in
I,
there somewhere.
I rather just screw around and figure it out. Right? I'd rather put purpose and then apply it than listen to them just go on ad nauseum about, you know, about a particular topic. I used to have the same problem in high school where
Hmm.
I remember the English teacher, and I wasn't like I was in one of the upper English classes, and she just went and talked about vulgarities for 3 months, and I'm like, we don't need that much content. You could have done this in 3 days, and we could have just moved on to something new, right?
Welcome to
And
my TED Talk.
right, and it's just you know, the same problem I have with like songwriting is a lot of songwriting doesn't say a lot. It says like five things, and it keeps repeating four of those things, right? And so when I'm songwriting, like I like to kind of put a little bit more structure into songs. You listen to most songs, and they have nothing to say. They say three things, and then they say it again and again in the pre's and in the chorus, and then maybe you get it on the outro or on the in the bridge, and it's like you know the part that makes it interesting is the music, not the tone of the songwriting, right? And so it's a kind of the same problem is like you can be concise and also create and say something, you know, and yeah, I don't know. I just I think there's not a lot of creativity in the world for things. And we see it in anime too. It's like all these isekais. It's like they're just really not trying. Not trying. It's just a money making machine at this point.
Yeah. There's a bunch of uh no, I lost my train of thought. Okay, I was talking to some people about animes this week about isekais. It was like how they just keep popping up, and like there's like what was the recently was there was a movie. It was basically the same concept.
So, in more recent years, Paul has finally conceded to my points about that we should review less of the same bullshit, and he's been curating. He's watching all of it because he's a sadist, and so
I think that's called a
um,
sadomasochist.
yeah, yeah, to himself, and so he's been curating, right? And
Because
so
if he was a sadist, he would be not curating at all.
well, that's what he was doing to me beforehand, and so
Oh,
was
okay.
Andrew. It
So
was the same thing.
he internalized it.
Um, so
Internalized sadism?
yeah, but my point is that he watches everything because he wants to know, so he can talk about it, and then he's been curating a lot of it, and so these review sessions still a lot of stuff we're going through, but he's been curating it out, and we've been seeing, and he says the trend is less isekais lately, but this upcoming season is like 50 plus or something. So we're not starting at this recording today. We'll do it probably next
Did you end
recording.
up watching Demons of the Shadow Realm?
No,
No?
that doesn't even sound familiar.
Okay, because it is it's like Full Metal Alchemist
Oh yeah,
people. So
we also tried to avoid continuations, or
no, it's not a continuation. It's like it's completely different. It's completely unrelated.
so it's a
But it's just the
reboot.
same people who made it.
Okay, yeah, no, I it does not sound familiar.
Okay,
Yeah, is that more recent, or is that a couple
that's like
seasons
from
ago?
last season.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't, does not sound familiar to me.
I
Gotta
think
go
we've talked
look.
about it before because the link here is purple. Yeah, it is an anime, and when did it come out? In April 2026.
Hmm. Yeah, it does not sound familiar.
Studio by Bones Film.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar. But also, I try to put these things out of my mind. If it's not something of worthy note to me, I just put it out of my mind
Hmm.
because they're not. A lot of these shows aren't valuing their audience. They value that they have an audience, but they don't value the time and investment that they, um, and their creativity that they produce for to value that you're watching their show. They just want you to watch the show so they get, a rating and they can continue making it. And I'm
Mm.
sure the original artist, whether it's coming from manga or a light novel or something, they truly believe in their idea. But a lot of these things aren't really that quality, right? That being
I
said, there's a lot of terrible TV in the U.S., right? Especially on Netflix, right? So we're not watching all that schlock, but we are watching all this anime. And I mean, I'm getting the benefit of him curating now, but he's still torturing me sometimes with really terrible shows. So,
IMDb it has an 8 out of 10, and on Crunchyroll it has a 4.8 out of 5.
ugh, yeah, it does not sound like something of interest to me. It just doesn't.
4.8 out of 5.
No,
That's
it
kind of
just doesn't. Look, I am also not with the. I'm not interested in the common denominator stuff that a lot of shows are putting out, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's so great! They kill monsters and then they eat them. It's a really great show." Is it? Is it really? You know,
You're so jaded, man.
there's so many dungeon shows.
Do you even like anime?
I do, but I just don't like this sort of repetitive stuff that they just put out that like has no real unique creativity. There's no real storyline. There used to be a little bit of that, happening over the years, but as of late, it's just sort of like, how can we find a way to facilitate something to make it toyetic? Let's find a way to create some merchandise out of this,
Mm.
and that's kind of a lot of what you're getting out of it, you know. And then someone takes one good idea and then they ruin it by just copycatting it to death.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Yeah. I mean, isekais aren't like new. to anime, right? They didn't invent it. This idea of the story structure is not a new thing.
Maybe
Right.
Truck-kun is a new invention.
Yeah. Or the coffee ninja. There's another
What?
one. The one that was the coffee vending machine.
Okay, I don't
There was
know
a
that
coffee
one.
vending machine one.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
At the time, I was reincarnated as a insert word
Back in
here.
a weird era
Cheese.
of Japan that um, has lizard people in it and can't move on its own. So he's got some scrappy girl that protects him, and then she just puts him on her back and just, you know, travels
At the
with him
time, I was
everywhere.
reincarnated as a rock. That reminds me of everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once, or something like that. That movie with
Yeah.
the actress that played in Star Trek Discovery.
Jamie Lee
The
Curtis.
no, the it's Star Trek
Oh
in
yeah,
Discovery.
I know who you're talking about. I cannot think of her name. Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
they end up as rocks at some point.
God.
Yes. It's worth watching.
I've seen it. I've watched the
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it a while ago.
Yeah. It was a fun movie.
Um,
Anyway, so you're going to Otakon soon?
yeah, end of this month. I'm still continuing on the film documentary stuff. Um, so I don't have the same hardware that I can use. I did get a couple new lights because I want to reduce how much stuff I'm bringing. So the less stuff, the more efficient packing I can do, the better. So
Mm.
because I've been hauling these Godox lights, and they're great and everything, but they're kind of heavy. They're not heavy. They're just big and bulky to carry. And Amaran just keeps every year. They just keep improving the Amaran series, and I keep saying Amaran, but like Aperture is the brand, and they have this Amaran series, and they came out with the Halo series, which they have. I got two 100-watt lights, and they're really super affordable. And I got two uh, domes with them, octo domes for
Y-
diffusion. So
Do you ever sell them?
no. I always use this stuff, but I
But
every
like if you buy new ones, did you sell the old ones or
no. I always
yeah,
have been
more lights?
trying to reduce the pack down to like necessary parts, but also things that doesn't require me to like have two wagons of lighting bags and stuff. Right, I'm gonna
Mm.
carry lightweight bags with lighting tripods and stuff like that in it. But I'm gonna carry um, electric extension cords and surge protectors and stuff like that. But the the less amount of stuff I could be carrying that's bulky for me, the better.
You need
And
like a
so
one of those double decker carts or like
I have a
a second
wagon.
cart behind your other wagon.
No, I have two wagon carts, and they're really good. They're really good. The two wagon gorilla carts, so they're pretty good. They're a
Okay.
pain to carry when they're all folded up. That's not easy, but they are like magical. You can fill these things up with like hundreds of pounds. Um,
Is
and
there a theme this year for Otakon?
there might be. I don't know what it is. I'm not following that close lately.
Because every year at
Every year
Otakon
they
they
got
have
a
a
theme.
theme.
I don't know what it is this year.
Okay. There's a witch on the front page. Wow, this website is very sparse. 25 days, 18 hours, and 1 minute until Otakon starts.
Yeah.
So now you can calculate when we record this.
and you'll be releasing this when Otacon's happening, probably.
Hey, I released last month's episode early, so there. I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was closely. It was before the month was out.
I can check this.
I think it was like the day before.
No. Because then I would have released it last week. 13 days ago. So that's not that bad.
Yeah. So you have something listed here, nasty.local. What is that?
Oh, okay. So I made I built a new NAS using TrueNAS, and I called it like Nessie, but like not Nussie, like a Loch Ness monster, Nessie.
Yeah, I
Nessie.
get it.
So I need to probably get some stickers on it, like a Loch Ness monster, but with like a TrueNAS logo or something on it. But so far it's been pretty good. The one thing that it's going to be difficult for me is to how do I deal with backups, because I want to have backups that I have offsite, because on my Synology NAS I could just plug in a USB drive, turn on the backup program, and it would back up to the disk. So I need to figure out how to do that. You can back up to another NAS, but then
There's no like app in TrueNAS that allows you to like send it over to a Dropbox or.
there might be. I
Okay.
don't know.
You haven't looked. Okay, got it.
I have a backup of my Dropbox on there, so I have something that synchronizes my Dropbox. That was actually pretty smooth, setting that up. You just log into your Dropbox and it will download all your stuff. So I spent a couple of like an hour and a half downloading 200 something gigs of Dropbox data. I don't know if I need to keep everything in my Dropbox, but yeah.
Yeah, I go through things eventually. Like I was keeping old software, and I was like, oh, I don't need any of that stuff anymore, and I just delete it. You know, and it's eating up space everywhere, right? Now there are some things to save space, like even on this system, where I said, okay, web only, right? I don't need every freaking copy of it, right? Only if I want a copy of it, you can pull it down immediately.
Yeah, I think most of the space is being taken up by artwork, because I have like it's just 63 gigs. So that's not that bad. Like my actual artwork storage is 700 gigabytes. So I used to have like lots of very big Photoshop files, but the compression has gotten better. So now my Clip Studio files are much smaller. So I don't have like a. But then all the exports for all the different versions are like still like two gigs per piece basically. Anyway, so how have you been handling with the Ugreen NAS? Is that
It's
working
good.
out for you?
It's working for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. I got backups. I have it connected to external drives, so I can get to those things without having. I was looking for footage for Oticon the other day, so I have the 3 drives connected to it, and then it has its own. It's 44. The thing is, when I set it up, I wasn't thinking that I was just going to immediately expand it, so it's not. It's just sort of, I just added another partition on the other drive, right? And it just seems to be just utilizing the space. It's just handling it. So it's working out just fine. Maybe later I get into some hardware where I can put TrueNAS or something on it, but my needs aren't that advanced right now.
So there's another Ugreen which has an N100, and you can put TrueNAS on that one. So
Right.
if you like the the Ugreen NAS, like the hardware itself,
Yeah,
you can scale up to something bigger and run your own thing.
This is the ARM-based starter edition, right, that I got.
Yeah.
because the the cost of it was way less than the cost of the 2 drives.
How much
And
did he end up costing?
they were. I feel like one was because I got a 20 terabyte, and that was somewhere in the realm of 500. And then I got a 24 because the 20 wasn't available anymore, and so that was like somewhere between $500 and $600. I got Seagate sort of enterprise drives.
Yeah. I was looking at the drives recently, and like a 4 terabyte one is now like almost $200. I'm looking at the Iron Wolves, right? So I'm looking at the
Right. Okay.
good NAS drives.
Yeah, but I wanted to sort of max it out because I have podcast stuff, right? The songwriting stuff doesn't take up that much room. But you know the files for the podcast they collect up over the year, eat up room, and then the Oticon filming and stuff. You know, it's a lot of footage I'm ingesting. So,
Are you storing that all in the NAS?
I am storing it on the NAS, and then by extension of that, on the extra hard drives, which I have to pull one of those to bring with me to Oticon.
So it has like 2 drives, right?
It has 2 drives in it. Yeah.
So is it a striped volume or is it like a mirror?
It's not striped. It's not mirror. It's just 2 independent drives, 2 volumes.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 drives.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it. So when I did the first drive, I wasn't thinking I was going to extend that volume, right? So I didn't choose
if it
the correct.
explodes, it explodes and it's gone.
Mm-hmm. But I had backups of backups on other drives.
Okay.
And then I have some version of it, local.
That sounds terrifying.
The one thing that's nice though is I if I have a Dropbox folder, it finds itself on the NAS. So I have specific folders I tell it to go look for, and then they show up, go automatically. Sometimes it's just faster for me to like copy and paste, open up the drive, do a tab, and just.
So it's mostly for access, not for backups.
It's for both.
Okay. Anyway, so I've got 2 4 terabyte drives in there now, and I have a Synology NAS, which also has like 2 4 terabyte drives, and I'll be moving them over to the new machine. But when I set up my true NAS, I set them up as a mirror, so I cannot upgrade that to a RAID Z, which is a different kind of setup. Don't want to go into too much detail, but basically it's like a very smart, and we can do snapshots and that kind of stuff, and it's really cool. So you can extend it easily, and you cannot do that with a mirror because you're just adding a new drive, which is another mirror. So
Right.
you have a faster access, but it will still only just be a mirror.
Right.
It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean the total volume, though, once you start formatting, you lose, based on the block size and everything, you lose, you don't get the actual volume size as advertised, but it's 44 in there.
Well,
Right, so I'm getting, probably 38 of it.
Yeah, I think as soon as like I have the Synology NAS drives cleaned out, I'll pop them in there and I'll start a new volume, and I'll migrate everything over from the old drives to the new drives, and then add the old drives to the new cluster basically. But first, I make a backup because I don't want to lose everything that's on there right now, because I moved everything over from the old NAS, and having to do that again is one, not an option, two, painful, because I'd have to use the backup for it.
Yeah, I copied some stuff over from one of the external drives, and it took forever. It was much easier for me to do it in small batches.
Hmm.
It's like I was copying over, OG projects and stuff, right? I don't need the exact backup all the time, but I really just care mostly about the MP3s. So, because
Can
I'm
you
really
work
not
from?
going back to the um, Audacity projects, really. So, but I back
Yeah.
them up.
So can you work from that?
Off the drive, I wouldn't. I would rather edit locally. I would not edit off the it because it takes a moment for it to spin up.
Hmm. Okay. Well, um, you want to take a nap, right?
I do want to take a nap. Yeah, I did not get any
Okay.
sleep because I was really super smart. Just about a month out, I went ahead and got myself the COVID booster shot, and I did it yesterday instead of doing it Monday, and so it totally messed me up for the evening. Um, yeah, it totally messed my sleep up last night, and I got parts of sleep in very small batches.
Yeah. It came alive, or
No, I mean when your body feels like it's having an attack, you get the chills, then you get the itchies, and then everything is uncomfortable, and then different parts of your body are on different temperatures, and then it's just like you can't you can't get to a place of comfort so that you can go to sleep. And if you do, you fall asleep in small, like 20-minute, 30-minute, and then you end up waking up again. It's very frustrating.
yeah. I haven't had a booster shot in like since 23.
Yeah, I mean, I do it every year before Otakon at this point.
Ah, okay.
The one time I got it, I was not happy about it. So now I'm always, the month outer. You get the most benefit about 6 weeks. And I was thinking about it, then I kept forgetting, and then I just wasn't scheduling it. I should have done it about the time when OG turned 21. Then I would have been in better shape. But I
Yeah.
didn't. I did not. So,
Yeah. Next year, I'm gonna do uh, uh, try to do Dokami as a stand holder. I'm gonna try see if I can get a place there. But
get a booth.
yep. But it's gonna be yeah.
I know.
I'm thinking about maybe if I can get a booster for something, and so I don't get the con cough.
Mm-hmm.
Although
And like,
I didn't have like any effects from Dokumi this year, or the year before that. So,
I didn't get it until that one year.
hmm,
And then that's the first time I ever had it.
yeah.
Um,
Was Otakon cancelled for 2 years, or was it just 1 year?
um, it was sort of, it was definitely the year of COVID. And I think the year after, I think it was like 2 years. There was a gap in there. There was
Yeah.
one year of gap. They turned the convention center into a hospital,
Oh
and
wow.
they redid the air system. So, you know, for all that being said, after they did all that work to it, I was at Otakon and I got COVID.
I don't think it's for many of the changes then.
Yeah, it's not a perfect environment. It's better than it
Yeah.
was, right? But
Yeah.
the way they redesigned it is that it has airflow, um, like from the ground up. Like they changed the airflow system so you could feel a draft. If you're at certain places in the convention center, you can feel the draft,
Hmm.
or it's just not stagnant air.
So when I went to Dokumi, they had so in the roof there were like these giant pipes that went down, and they would spread the cool air through the. And there was like clusters of people in the locations where the air was flowing a lot. So they were like, ah, an oasis of cool.
Hmm.
It was
I
so
heard they're
warm
doing
there.
that a lot in China now. They're throwing mist in the air to cool everything down.
Okay. Hmm. I think I saw a video of that. I think it was. I don't know if it was real or not.
Yeah, I don't know, but I saw lots of videos of people reporting on it.
Hmm. Okay. So, do
Hmm.
you have some links for me?
Yeah, I got a few links. Okay. Uh, change how homes are built. So, this is two engineers that used to work at SpaceX. They got together, and in the U.S., most of our houses and buildings are mostly built. Well, our residential houses are built through wood, OSB. Um, and so they came up with an idea of how to use long grass to make panels like they do for OSB. It's much better. It's much more renewable, and I thought it was interesting. So I think this goes to TikTok. I think the first two are TikTok. And then the second, oh, and that's polymatic.link/1my.
I think the first one goes to YouTube. Second one goes to TikTok. Third one goes to TikTok.
Okay. Um, and then this one I thought was interesting. Brooklyn Repair Cafe. So you have something that's like broken, and you need help trying to figure out how to fix it. In this example, they show off someone who had a Pebble watch, one of the originals, and it basically died. And he went to the Brooklyn Repair Cafe, and they showed him how to fix his own Pebble watch. And they gave
Hmm.
him all the parts and stuff. I thought it was kind of cool. Repair cafes are a thing now, kind of like maker places, but there's apparently some repair cafes. I didn't check if there's anyone local, but I thought it was kind of cool. And then this is another TikTok one. Oh, that was
Oh wait,
polymatic.link/1mz.
and the other one was 1MY because we
Yeah.
forgot that one too.
Oh, I thought I said it. Okay.
Nope.
I coughed. And then this one was someone created a little PCB board and stuck it in a CD case, and it's called the 8-bit Symphony. And it's OG link. Sorry, what am I saying? Polymatic.link/1n0. I thought that was kind of cool. And then,
The
and then,
Poly OG link.
yeah, OG link. It's gone. I haven't said that for, God, out of habit. I said it. And then this one is there's a new song from Nick D. I'll set the table. This is sort of a visualizer. I don't think it's the official video yet. But polymatic.link/1n1. It's pretty good. I like it.
I did not.
Yeah, it's not you. It's probably not your thing. Yeah.
That was definitely not my thing. But I think it was a video. It was not a visualizer, but yeah.
Well, yeah. They call these visualizers when they're just like them on a stage.
Sitting
It's not
there, yeah.
really like a full. Maybe they're walking through a town or something, or a hallway.
Yeah.
You're
But
like,
they're not
look,
making any videos anymore.
they really aren't. I
Yep.
mean, MTV doesn't have a purpose anymore.
Does it even still exist?
Oh, I have no idea. That's a question. Yeah.
Polymatic link/1n1 for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Monopoly in your Lego city. Polymatic link/1n3. Did you catch that Reckless Ben thing with the Lego stuff?
Reckless? No, that does not sound familiar.
Okay, so there was a store franchise thing, bricks and
Oh,
minifigs.
yes, the bricks and
Minifigs.
minifigs.
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard about all that stuff. Philip DeFranco reported on this guy and the whole drama on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay. Well, and anyway, this is not related to that, but I just thought it was funny that there was a Monopoly in Lego City. Polymatic link/1n3 for that one. And then I thought there was just a fun video. The guy who beat Minecraft without knowing anything about it. Polymatic link/1n4. So when the guy was like figuring stuff out, and he's like, it was a Japanese guy, so I don't remember what he said, but it was just the surprise. Oh, so that how that works. And it was really fun. I enjoyed it. Polymatic
Yeah, I mean,
link/1n4.
instead of bugging you all the time, I just looked up. I found like a Minecraft wiki to look at some stuff to figure out how stuff works. That's kind of how I figured out things.
Yeah, but he was not deliberately not using the wikis and stuff.
Right. I understand.
what was it? I think it's somewhere during the movie, the video, they said something about that some of the Minecraft people might have been watching, seeing why he was not getting certain things. Anyway, and then we have that was 1N4, and then we have how I configured TrueNAS. Polymatic.link/1N5. Just if you want to play with TrueNAS, just go through this. It'll probably help you out.
No.
Okay, Alan, where can they find you after you wake up?
I don't know.
Polymatic.link/Alan for that one. And you can find me at Polymatic.link/John. For feedback, you reach us at podcast@polymatic.media. Our website is polymatic.media, where you can find all our links too. And I hope you tune in next time.
All right.
I'm making a new link-related thing